Welcome back, everybody. This is My Journey 4K. We are back in IMSA in the Dallara P217. Let's get into it. Strength of the field is 2081. Inside. Oh! Car's wiped out in front of us. We hit him hard. Hit the wall again. Well, that's an unfortunate start to the race. In turn one, the cars in front lost control. We didn't even get a good view of the camera there, and it happened quite quickly. We're going to have to sit in pit lane waiting for the tow and repairs now. Let's see if we can speed through this a little bit. A whole lot of repairs to be done. Our front end is really messed up. Let's see how long this takes. This is a 35-minute race. A license requirement for entry. We do need to stop once for fuel, usually. Now we'll probably be fueled to the end as we get serviced on our car here. Let's see, the power's gone out. Looks like they're still working on it. Rain is still coming down hard at the moment. There we go. We're off now. Take it extra easy right now. It looks like maybe 6th place is where we're sitting at the moment. We're going to get up to speed really quickly now. Get rid of GT3 with ease. The tires are pretty fresh at the moment. They probably still need to be warmed up. Should be careful. Looks like we're not being super careful, maybe a little bit, but probably a bit upset with the beginning of this race. See what it says on the side, what position we're in. Looks like still 6th in our class right now. Starting to catch another GT3 car here. The GT3 car 6th place in their class. There are 3 classes in this race. GT3 also known as hypercars, LMP2s, also known as prototypes, and then there's the GT3s, also GTDs, and that's about it. Our class only has one manufacturer in iRacing. Real life is still I think around, and everything else is multiple manufacturers for these classes. The hypercars and the GT3s all have many manufacturers. Catching a bit more of the GT3 group now. We just passed the Mustang in the GT3 class, catching up to, it looks like, a Ferrari. Is a Ferrari. It looks like the leader in the GT3 class here. We're still 6th in our class right now. We'll pass the inside, which actually becomes the outside of this corner. It is one drive, we sort of trapped him out there. Low GTP car just in front of us. It's possible they got retired. Can't see them coming out. They'll most likely be catching and passing us later, although we'll see. Lots of rain coming down. GTP's starting to catch back up to us. It looks like we have another GTP in front of us here. I don't know if we'll be catching up to them. I think we would be. But imagine this GTP behind behind us will be able to pass in just a minute. As we go on the main stretch here, it's a really long one, and they have the advantage. Although it looks like we're maintaining a fairly good time, the GTP car not able to catch too quickly. We do stay in front, at least for this lap. Locked up the tires just a tiny bit there. Let's see if I can let off and back into the brakes again. Made the corner this far. We may have just run away from the GTP a little bit and gained more time. It's possible we're faster than them overall. Let's see if they're able to catch again or not. Opening up the behind us and catching us. You can see the hypercar behind losing control a little bit, gaining pretty quickly. They're losing time to us now as we're closing into the Porsche GTP in front of us. These cars that we're catching are not in our class, they're in the faster class, which is a little bit surprising. We're closing in so quickly into this. We should be able to run away from this corner. GT3 ahead, it's a Corvette. Our lights soon or not. We are flashing our lights. We're catching them pretty quickly now. Looks like that Acura GTP behind us is also closing in a little bit. Maybe we must do that traffic pretty well. We are right on the bumper of this Porsche in front of us in the GTP class, the third overall, third in their class. I don't know what number I am. We'll see if the number is up here. This board does work. All three classes in one shot here. GTPs on the left with us in the LMP2 and the GT3. Wow, GTP really close with a little bit of a gap. We're good to the end. Ooh, we're losing control of the back end there coming from that corner. We'll have to watch out for the GTP behind us. We're going to stay on a tight inside line here. But we should be good to the end. Just a little bit of fuel saving. A little bit of a slower lap time this time. The GTP car might be getting by. It's behind us. Ooh, LMP2 car behind us almost completely lost the cover. They have a GTP car just behind them. We're starting to catch some more GT3s in front. Looks like a Mustang and a Porsche. And we are still right on the tail of the GTPs in front of us. Mustang running the inside, which is the GTP cars pulling to the pits now. That might allow us to get our lap back, at least one of them. We have to get our lap back. I think we still have the Acura in front of us. Yes, we do. Not too far in front either. We're closing the gap to them again. Good news for us. They were third in their class when they crossed the line last time. Car behind us is closing in. However, this is not really for position, I believe. We do not need to make another pit stop. I think they do. When they come by, we'll try and take a look at what position they are in our class. Sixth. We started the race in fourth. GT3 cars nose to tail in front of us. They're gonna go side by side. He does not have a run. We were able to use the GT3 cars to put a little bit of a block on the LMP2 car behind us again. Still not too far from the GTP in front of us. I'm sure we're getting a blue flag though, telling us to let the car behind by because we're not on the same lap. What position they're in still, not quite close enough to see it. Whoa, slow LMP2 car in front of us here. What is happening? They are fourth place behind us. I'm not sure who's in front, but moving quite slow. So it says fifth, I think. Closing in on the GTP Acura in front of us again. Really not getting away from us for being in the higher class. The LMP2 car behind is starting to close the gap now. Place car in our class behind is now right on our tail. We're going to let them by soon, I think right up here. As we catch third place in the GTP class again, coming out of the final corner. Looks like they're pulling into pit lane right now. We did not actually let them. If they are right there, we'll probably end up doing that in turn one. Maybe not. We got a better exit. We're starting to drive away from them. Pulling to the inside to try and indicate they want to go by, but they're not quite there with us yet. GT3 Porsche, they're going to move to the side, allowing both of us bypass. I was hoping to maybe use them again. I think get another block just to keep this person behind us for a little while longer, but I don't think we can do that much more. They're blinking around behind us, they're right on our tail. We've gone by cleanly now. We're going to be right behind them still. Hopefully they don't make any mistakes right now. They did make a small mistake. We went to the outside. We're going to be side by side again for a second. We're probably going to have another run on them here. Getting in front again. They're flashing their lights, but that's not a problem. Going to be inside here. Catching up with the GT3 car. wasn't our fault. We went by them again. They made a mistake in front of us. We had to take evasive action in continuing on our racing line. We just ended up in front again on the main stretch. See if they can catch us again soon and let them by. Hopefully for good this time. We don't want them making mistakes in front of us. They are the number 11 car, while we're the 15. I would suggest they have a higher rating than us. We are catching somebody else in front of us again now. Another LMP2 car. I'm not sure. They made a mistake. They are the number 10. That would suggest they're an even higher rating than us. I think the car behind was just pulling off to the side to be able to see better, because sitting right behind somebody there is in the wash and you cannot see almost anything, especially with how close they are. We are still catching the 10 car, looks like. So we can use them to pick off the car behind us. Not bit of these cars bouncing around on our screen. I'm not sure what that is exactly. Doesn't seem to be affecting us in the car. We're just sticking to our racing line. We're running the laps right now. This may be where the car behind goes by this time. They're going to actually, no, not pulling into the pits. They aren't going that far a line. They're slowing down a lot. So is the car in front. Is that the end of the race? I think it is. Held up fourth place that whole time. Almost caught the car in front of him. We started the race in fourth and we ended in sixth. Our rating went from a 1755. We lost 37 points. We're down to a 1718. Thanks for watching, everybody. See you next time.